What's good with y'all boys? Self Soul Channel. Back with another one. Hey man, how you doing today? I pray you doing well today, brother or sister. Pray you doing well today. Doing your thing, chilling with life. Um, doing what you gotta do. Low key. Today was a cool day. Can't lie. I had work and shit, and I was reading my short history on philosophy book, and something I really did notice, or I wasn't consciously thinking of it then, but now it kind of came to my mind, like philosophers back then were really, I don't know, it's just organic human beings. Not only organic, but like conscious human beings, but on a different, in my opinion, on a different level, on how being on a philosopher's conscience, like how they not only questioned life but themselves and their role within this life, how what role they truly played, and how philosophers before them, their ideas kind of shaped their, like, maybe what it let me use the example. Plato. Most people know Plato, and Plato's mentor was Socrates. That's where Plato, like, that's where Plato got his, in a sense, mentality. Not even his mentality, but his abstract views and perception upon not only life, but how we thought about it. Because that's how I look at philosophy. I look at philosophy as just different views, not only upon life and the world, but everything within it, and questioning every little thing on why there is. That makes sense. And then creating a backup reason on it. That's why I see philosophers. That's how I see philosophers when it comes to their ideas, what they question upon their ideas, and how they create their own, like, past philosopher ideas. They question those ideas, then create their own idea of it, and it continues forward. It's kind of like your successor is bound to, like, the student is bound to be the master, um in that sense. And the reason why I say that is because the student is learning upon the master and how they move and their views on life, perception of it, and studying their master. They're studying how they think and the reason on why they think such things. And the master is teaching the student. Reason why I say the student becomes the master, especially in the world of philosophy, I still think this applies today for sure, is because the ideas and philosophical viewpoints that each philosopher has, in my opinion, is just so unique. Even though it may be in the same category of philosophy, it could be logic, nature, ethics, um, what's it called, the mind, like how the mind works, and all these different topics within philosophy and categories. But each philosopher's viewpoint is different. It's kind of different. So that just interests me. I don't know. It is fire because we can learn. We as humans, we can learn from each other. so well, and in a sense create our own ideas and piggyback off of those who thought before us. And it's fire because those who thought before us thought we're doing the same things with others before them. You understand? So it's kind of like a repeat in history, and it's so crazy. It's so crazy to me the more I think about it. But even though it's kind of like a no, like I don't know, it's a known faction, but it's something so simple but large at the same time. Because as a kid or me being younger, I never knew that we as humans could be so not only smart but just intellectual upon our within our brains and think such at a not even irrational but odd sequence of place. If that I don't know if that does that make sense. Okay, I don't know, but it's just interesting to me on how that works. On how that works. I wonder what y'all think for real. What do y'all think? I don't know if you know what I'm saying, whoever watches this be into philosophy. If you don't, it's okay too. I feel like any form of literature, for real, reading is very important. One thing I do gotta say, read a book, bro. Just read a book. I promise you, it don't matter what the genre is. It doesn't matter. Reading is fire, bro. Once you find the books that you really like and entertain you, it seems boring at first because you're reading words on a paper, but when you find an interest for the book itself, the words on the paper just put everything together, and it just makes it more interesting and more of a love for it. And then from there on, you read your first book, you find books, other books like that. You understand? It's a trial and error process, but also I feel like it comes with understanding yourself a little bit, understanding yourself and what you like, of course. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Today was a rant, but it's my mind thinking. It's my mind thinking. It's my mind thinking. It's my mind thinking. I just like to come here and talk to y'all, even though it's not nothing crazy. I just like to talk to y'all. I said, I pray you doing well. Pray you doing your thing. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.